Hello All-Getter, now welcome to Pacific Pulse. I'm Tania Nugent. Coming up, Papua New Guinea takes on Australia at the Aussies' own game. More than a game, leadership for life. And making new friends. Here in Papua New Guinea, rugby league is king. But there's a new game in town, Aussie rules, and it's taking off from juniors right through to the elite level. A handful of Papua New Guinean players are even playing in the top competition in Australia, and the national side brought home the World Cup. And now, for the first time, the Australian Football League have come here on tour to Papua New Guinea with their all-indigenous under-16 team, the Flying Boomerangs. For the 22 boys in the Flying Boomerangs squad, their big moment has arrived. They're here in Port Moresby to play the first of two international games against Papua New Guinea's under-18 side, the Kapundas.
Now you guys are Boomerang Kurko. Lapangaya! Boomerang Kurko! Lapangaya! Boomerang Kurko! So you wear this now with different pride.
They've been selected from states and territories across Australia, and this will be only the second time they've ever played as a team.
I guess we're versing Papua New Guinea's representative team. I guess it's going to be a challenge for us boys.
Attack it with spirit. 3 spirit men, go with our song man, okay, makes a team.
This is the 4th Flying Boomerangs tour run by the Australian Football League's Kickstart program, which aims to develop the skills of young Indigenous Australian players. The boys on this tour are aged from 14 to 16.
This tour, it's as much about football as it is about leadership.
Get the ball into corridor and take some risks. 50-50 kick, get it in there.
It's crammed in rooms like this late at night, and not just on the field, that much of that development takes place.
That's setting up really well. There's no doubt some of these boys are extremely talented, but talent alone doesn't get you in this program. We are looking at guys who, their character, and who are the best potential leaders within the group. And one of the key criteria is the education factor. They need to be in school. You can't be in the program if you're not in school.
Try and think about what you did.
At this leadership session, the night before their first game against Papua New Guinea, their task is to choose 5 of their teammates to select the starting side.
There's a very strong correlation between on-field performance and off-field participation and engagement and contribution.
We came up with a team.
Backline, Dunny.
So a lot of the work is done around the leadership capabilities, instilling in these young men the kinds of patterns of behaviour that are geared towards success for them. And for some of them that means success in the AFL, a small number of them, but for others that just means a path of success and their opportunity to continue to develop themselves.
Yeah, we played the PNG people this afternoon, and hopefully there'll be a lot of people there watching us.
Usually a lot of our touring sides go overseas, to Australia and tour, and it's the first time we've brought an international fixture back home. It's certainly a big deal for our young lads to play in front of their home crowd and as a national team.
The cultural element's really important, and its development of their sense of identity, their sense of self, their sense of self-awareness.
All my friends here, they admire the Australian boys. I mean, they admire the way they play.
And do you like watching it or do you like playing it?
I like playing it.
So
Watch it and play it.
you play it as well?
Yeah.
The game was really pretty tough. Yeah, the Aboriginal boys gave us a really good game, but I think the boys kept on pushing.
Before a home crowd, the Kapundas defeat the Flying Boomerangs by just 1 point. And the sport of Aussie rules wins many new fans in Port Moresby. PNG's second biggest city, Lae, is the other stop on this trip, where the Flying Boomerangs will have the chance to even the score. But both teams make time to meet the local kids. Well, the last time I did this, I was 12, and it's probably where I should have stopped. But it's go, go, go here today in Lae, as the Papua New Guinea side and the Flying Boomerangs have joined forces in a super clinic. It's all about developing the skills of the code at an early age. For kids who've grown up on the rugby codes of league and union, it's a whole new ballgame.
It is a different sort of a skill set to handle the ball and to kick it. But I think the best thing we have is that so much of our kids are naturally talented, a little bit gifted athletically. So we just have to show them that the opportunities we can create and the fun they have playing the game. We'd like to expand the game as far as we can.
What do you say? How are you?
You're right. We literally are going to try to get every school in Papua New Guinea playing, all the way through regionals, nationals, all the way to the top. And at the end of the day, that best school will go to Fiji or somewhere and play the Fijian best school. So we think that in PNG that's only 12 months progress. Other countries a little bit longer maybe, but certainly in 2 or 3 years' time, the best schools in the Pacific will be playing each other.
On a Sunday afternoon, 8,000 people turn up to watch the final game.
Teaching the skills is one thing, but watching the game, the dynamics of the game and how it's played and how expansive it is, and it suits the way we are, So, I think watching it for the kids is just awesome. It just gives them that different mindset and say, I want to get on the field, that sort of mentality.
In Port Moresby, we played a game and lost by 1 point. We still didn't know each other, but as days go by, we got closer and closer. So the game today we played, it was really close, and we was like brothers on the field.
The level of game skills, I think the Aboriginal boys are pretty good, yeah. Our boys are just been into learning the skills of AFL, so we'll catch up, yeah, someday.
They say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. But we all know that winning makes it definitely a lot more fun. And after losing by just a point in Port Moresby, the Flying Boomerangs have had a stunning victory here in Lae. They defeat the PNG Kapundas by 5 goals. It's a dream finish to the tour for the Flying Boomerangs and a testament to the AFL's Kickstart program.
These boys become great ambassadors, not only for Indigenous people, but for the AFL and for Australians.
We have nearly role modelled our whole program in PNG on the Kickstart programs and the Indigenous programs in Australia, which are real life skill based programs, using AFL as the tool to get through.
Sport played really well can have a transformative impact on communities, and we're seeing that here in PNG. We're seeing that with the engagement of the Indigenous boys and the PNG boys, and that's a great thing to be part of.
Thanks for watching this special edition of Pacific Pulse, and we'll leave you with more of those amazing after-match celebrations as Australians and Papua New Guineans join together to share their experience and their joy for the game of Australian rules football.
Take